Hey, everybody, it's Mr. Greg. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm so excited to have one of our favorite people joining me tonight, our friend Hilary. Hi, Hilary.
Hi, I'm excited to be here.
So before we jump into tonight's live and get into all the good stuff, I want to go ahead and tell everybody we are doing a giveaway for a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. It's super easy to enter. All you have to do is hit the share button, invite your friends to join us, and get in the comments. So the more you comment and the more you share, the more chances you have to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. And if you have not yet registered for Elevate Virtual, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the link in the description and in the comments to get registered. Elevate Virtual kicks off June 1st. You'll have 90 days on-demand access to 31 sessions, 4 keynotes. You get $500 in free downloadable resources, a certificate of attendance, $10,000 in giveaways, and so much more. You do not want to miss out on the premier virtual PD experience of the summer. Click the link and get registered. Gary Brooks, Katie Garner, Barry White are doing keynotes. Hilary has a session on how to make all of the standards fun, so much more. So click those links and get registered for Elevate Virtual. Hilary, we are so glad that you're here.
Yes, I'm excited to be here.
Hilary, Adeline will be very upset when she finds out I got to talk to you. Adeline loves Hilary and her family. It was the first time Adeline, other than Jason's mom, the first time that Adeline spent time away from us was with Hilary and her family. And the very first time they did it, it still blows my mind because Hilary's like, we were moving into our new house and Hilary was so sweet to say, hey, do you want us to come and get Adeline for the day so you can unpack and get settled? We were like, yeah, but we don't know if she'll go or whatever. Hilary got here and Adeline walked right out the front door and got in the car. Didn't bother her a bit.
Yeah, she is the sweetest. And I remember y'all were so nervous. Like, how are things going?
We were.
She's having a blast. It's fine.
And now, just last week, she was talking about seeing Hilary and her girls. So we have to get y'all together soon.
Yes, we miss her. We haven't seen her in a little while.
All right. So, Hilary, tell everybody what you were doing. Some of us here in Tennessee were snowed in, but what were y'all doing while we were snowed in?
So we enjoyed the snow for a little while. We were here for the first few days and then we were done with it. So I saw a meme on, I think it was Instagram, of a teacher on the first day of the snow day and they were all excited, but by day 5 they were over it. So we snuck off to Disney World for my son's 3rd birthday. So
well, I love
turning
that.
3 soon. It was a surprise for him. We told him the day of and had a great time.
Good. He always looks so cute in all of his little Disney outfits. I love it.
Yep. I put him in suspenders today and a Mickey Mouse tie and big Mickey ears and
love it.
We had fun.
Good. Well, I'm glad. So go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and then we'll get into your session and how to make standards fun.
Awesome. So my name is Hilary Statum, as I've said, and I live about an hour south of Greg. And so it's been really fun to work with him more the last couple of years, I think, over the last year or so. And I'm excited to be presenting for Elevate in all the places next year. So in person and the virtual sessions. I do a lot of presenting all around the country. And then I do teach a few days a week, and my passion is kind of that kindergarten age, and especially working with ESL students. And I've been teaching for 16 years. I have a blog called Pencils to Pigtails, and kind of my passion is helping teachers make their lives easier, but also making learning fun for the kids. And I like to try to make it so fun that they don't realize that I'm packing in a lot of standards.
And I love that. And that's what Elevate is all about, is easy, helping teachers to do our jobs easier, because we know how hard teaching is, because we're all in the classroom, we're all working in schools, we're all active in schools. So we get it. We really understand the challenges of teaching. So that's what we love about Elevate and all of our Elevate presenters, is that everything that they share in their sessions, whether in person or virtually, It's stuff that any teacher can do in their classroom immediately the next day. And so Hillary's so good at this. And I also love that Hilary works with so many ESL students, because that's what I do. That's my classroom. So I love that we have that connection. And I love that Hilary makes learning fun, because, you know, we all want to make it fun for our kids and we want it to be easy. So I know Hilary's session, virtually and in person, I know that they're going to be phenomenal. They always are. So Hilary, what are we going to learn? What are you going to share with us in your session? Give us some sneak peeks.
So some of the big things are that you don't have to spend a lot of money, but I do believe that every single standard can be taught in a really engaging way. And one of my favorite examples of this is the teddy bear unit that I do. And it's a way that I pack in all kinds of math, especially math standards, but we also pack in writing standards. And every kid brings in a teddy bear or any stuffed animal. We actually make a whole thing of it. So they send home an invitation where they have to practice writing. They invite one of their stuffed animals. I always have extras in case somebody forgets or doesn't have one. But we use our rug to make a big graph, and that just helps them to start with graphing. We use gummy bears to graph, and they just really start to understand a lot of math concepts. And but the best part is that when they leave for the day, after we've done a lot of especially math things, they go home. But before they go home, they tuck their bears in and say goodnight and tell them to be good. Of course, the next day when they come in, they have created a mess. You don't have to make it too big, but there's like a little bit of popcorn around the room. Some of them are building blocks. Some of them are playing with different items. And the kids get so excited to write about what their teddy bears did. And so the first time I ever did that unit, I just loved looking around the room and seeing how excited all of the kids were, just from the beginning of the day until the end of the day. And it just almost brought tears to my eyes. So just trying to find things that are developmentally appropriate for your kids, but make it exciting for them.
Well, and how easy is that, right? You literally have the kids bring in a stuffed animal. Like you said, you have some extras in case they forget or don't bring one, but that's so easy. And you can writing, graphing, you can do sorting, you can do patterns, right? And then you were able to carry it over, and that magic piece of them tucking those stuffed animals in, and then they come in with that big mess. Like, how excited are your kids to come back to school after that, right?
Yeah, it's just something that the kids really love. Even today, sometimes they're in 4th or 5th grade now, and they'll come up and say, "Remember when we did that teddy bear unit?" And I'm like, "Yes, I remember that." So just anytime, I'm going to share a lot of ideas kind of like that, but we'll actually dig into the actual standard that you are covering and kind of take the standard apart, deconstruct the standard, and see what is really required in order to master that standard, and how can you make it engaging and exciting for your kids. And I use the word fun, but the biggest thing is that your kids are in it. You know, they're engaged, they're excited. So
I love that. And that's the thing is, and I love that you talk about it being every standard, because it can be a challenge to come up with ways to make standards engaging, because it's like, and especially like, I think phonics gets a bad rap sometimes because it's so repetitive. People are like, oh, phonics is boring. Well, you're going to show us how we can make anything, phonics, math, writing, fun. And I love that you're also going to do it in a way that doesn't cost a lot of money.
Right. So I'll really concentrate on that I don't want you to feel like you have to spend money. There's so many little games that you can play, even with those phonics skills. So we'll talk about that. And I want them to head back to their classroom just ready to go with tons of ways to be excited yourself as a teacher, the way you present the lesson and the way the kids receive it.
Right. People are loving the teddy bear idea. So I think I have a feeling some people are going to be starting that this week in their classroom. And that's what Elevate is all about, is those simple ideas that are classroom proven, research based, aligned to the standards that anyone can do immediately. So if you haven't yet registered for Elevate Virtual, go ahead and click the link in the comments or in the description. Get registered. The price is $75. That does go up on March 31st. So get registered now. You don't want to miss out on that early bird price. $75, and we're going to give you $500 in free resources to download for your classroom. So why not register? Even if you don't attend a single session, you're going to get $500 in goodies for your classroom. Plus, we've got keynotes from Katie Garner, Gary Brooks, Barry White, myself, 30 sessions, a certificate of attendance, so you can submit that for PD, $10,000 in giveaway. Plus, you have 90 days unlimited on-demand virtual access from June 1st through August 31st. And that's the great thing about a virtual conference is you can watch those sessions anytime, anywhere, as much as you want, however you want, in your bathrobe, with a margarita, by the pool, in the car. I was secretly hoping Hilary would still be at Disney World tonight so you would join us live from Disney. So you could watch it if you're on vacation. So click the links and get registered and join us for Elevate Virtual. Hilary will also be in person at all three Elevate in person, so you can also join us in person. And I will say this about the in-person tickets, they are going fast. We are halfway sold out of in-person tickets, and we're still 5 to 6 months away from those conferences. So those conferences will sell out. So get registered. You don't want to miss out on any of the Elevate learning this summer. So Hilary, give us another great idea to go that we can do in our classroom.
Well, this is one that I just shared that my students just did, and it's good for this time of year. So if your kids need to get the wiggles out, and you've probably tried this with the paper plate skating. Yes. Have you done that before?
Yes.
But what I did to make it a little more academic, you could use flashcards or anything you're working on. So if you're working on certain numbers, I just taped them all over the hallway. And we use the cheap paper plates. Those ones work the best. The ones that are kind of hard to pull apart. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yes.
And so the kids just love it. We skate around. We point to those flashcards or point to whatever, maybe a word you're working on decoding, or you have to generate a rhyming word. You read a CVC word and generate a rhyming word. Sometimes I'll give my students a little bit of different activities of what they have to do. This child just needs to tell me the beginning sound of the word, or this child needs to actually read the word and generate the rhyming word. But that's just a way to differentiate it. But they just love to use those paper plates and skate down the hallway and point and read. And that's kind of a good one for this time of year that you could use tomorrow. Just set it up while they're at their specialty class, they're in gym, and you walk around and tape some flashcards up. It's simple to set up, and when you can't get outside for, I think it's going to rain a lot
all week this week.
But it's a great way to get your students kind of feeling like they are outside.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, we've done the paper plate ice skating as a morning meeting group. I love the idea of them skating down the hallway to practice whatever you want them to practice on. You know, we just got our mid-year benchmark data, so like I'm thinking like I could easily look at that data and put some of those flashcards up in the hallway, and we can practice that way. And it's simple.
You're right. It's so simple. And I was thinking, even with the differentiated piece, you can give them a different task, but you could also have different color cards, you know, that they're looking for. You know, if you have different groups like that from your benchmark data, and you want them to really look for certain cards of reading, or if you're doing math, there's so many different ways to do that one.
I love that. And again, it's so simple. And I mean, like you said, it's the cheap paper plates. It's not even the good ones, right? So, so cost effective, so easy. I love it. And again, that's what Elevate is all about, is those simple ideas that are going to engage your kids, make learning fun, and it's going to be easy for us. And I want to remind everybody, we are doing a giveaway for a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. So to share button, and then join us in the comments. Leave us a comment to tell us how you make learning fun. Where are you from? Do you have any questions for Hilary as we talk tonight? And so the more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Only 23 people have entered so far. There are about 100 of you watching. So we need for more of you to enter. So comment and hit that share button and get entered. Somebody's going to win a free ticket. Come on, y'all. People are loving the ice skating idea, of course. Mary says, anything to get the kids up and moving is great, especially on cold days. And absolutely, right? Because these kids need to move. And especially like this week in Tennessee, it's going to basically rain the rest of the week. So we're stuck inside. So anything we can do to get them moving.
Yes. Indoor recess is hard.
And
That
like,
one is hard on me. So
yes, because I'm like, oh, y'all go play. And then they're just complete it's wild. And I'm like, okay, y'all, we're inside. We can't.
right.
And so, right. But ice skating, how easy is that?
Mm-hmm. And they have so much fun. And then you can play a little music. You can let them try it in the classroom. A lot of times I've seen people doing it in the classroom. And I think, if you think your administration is okay with it, use the hallway. It just made it so fun to go down the hallway. And we even went in our cafeteria and went around, and that made it a little bit better, I think, for stretching out.
Yeah, well, and it's that change of scenery. Even that's new and novel, right? So even that makes it more fun. And how easy was that, right? You just went out to the hallway instead of doing it in your classroom. All right, you have one more idea you can share with us.
I was debating on another one to share right now, but one thing I've done that I really love is that I flip the table over and wrap the legs of the table we have used plastic wrap, which there was a huge roll of plastic wrap left in my room that I used, but you could use butcher paper. You're just wrapping the legs of a table and then letting the kids paint a little bit on it. Now you can do finger paints, you can do this outside. I've seen it done outside too. But the kids just absolutely love it. It looks so different when they come into the classroom and they see a table with the legs sticking up in the air. I've seen people do it with really small tables, just 3 legs and letting 2 or 3 kids go and stand there. And honestly, I had just put a tablecloth down and put the tables on top. And I didn't have that much of a mess. I actually have had people ask me, I want to see the cleanup. I want to see the mess, but there really wasn't. I just rolled up the tablecloth and that was it. So especially if you use like washable finger paints or something, It should be fine. But the big thing is that you could call out words and let your students write the words. We've also done this with shaving cream when you're cleaning the tables at the end of the year, or clean them at the middle of the year. This is a great time to clean your tables. Just put some shaving cream, walk around and give each kid a little bit of shaving cream and then ask them to write a word, to write a number, to write the next number, to add 10 or whatever your standard might be that you're focusing on. There's so many ways to make that fun.
So when you did that, do you flip your tables upside down and wrap them, or do you leave them the right way?
Yes. So I actually did this with the big tables in our classroom that like 8 kids can sit on. And I had put a tablecloth down. I flipped the table over, and then we wrapped the legs of it. I'll have to send you a picture. Yes. But it was so fun, and you could use butcher paper. The only reason I say I hesitated is I know some people would think that was too messy. So you don't have to do like big tables in every kid. You could just do a few kids at a time, and just really make it exciting for them. Let them try that for their small groups for that day.
Okay, so I'm really actually glad to know that you've done this, because I've seen this, and I actually shared it with Adeline's school, where they wrapped. It was outdoors, and I think they did trees. So like they had some trees close together, and they wrapped like plastic around the trees, and the kids painted. And I was like, ooh, I would love to do that.
Right.
So I'm glad to know that you've done it in the classroom, and now Brian he made a good point. I don't have tables, neither does Brian. But I'm like, we're going to figure this out. We're going to find a way to do this, because I love that.
Yeah, just bring in a couple of tables, and it will be, new to the kids, and they're going to think, what is this? This looks so exciting. And it really made their day to do that. They had so much fun doing that. But the secret of it is I was getting my students to practice writing, but I was doing it in a way that made it really fun for them. And they were having so much fun, they didn't realize, what we were actually doing.
Absolutely. And like you said, they were having fun.
Right.
And they didn't even realize that they were practicing writing. And like you said, they could do math or, phonics. You could have them, you could say sound. They could paint how to spell the sound. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. And it's so much fun. And like, listen, I'm all for a mess. So anything we can do to make a mess in the classroom, let's do it.
Yes.
People are now talking about glitter and how they love to use glitter. So are you team glitter or team no glitter?
I am team glitter. You know,
Okay.
I was kind of voted most likely to be doing Mod Podge whenever a principal pops in for an observation. So we like a mess around my
People are
classroom.
sharing some ways that they make learning fun. Lots of good ideas in the comments. So make sure to also check out the comments. Glitter bomb day. Yes, we love the glitter bombs.
So funny.
Somebody said that they did the ice skating with wax paper.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that makes it, you can really slide around good with that.
I bet you could. And they do it. She said they do it in the cafeteria. So I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, the kids go crazy for that kind of stuff. And it's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, y'all, if you are loving the ideas that Hilary's sharing in just 20 minutes, imagine what you're going to get in her session at Elevate Virtual. So
lots of pictures and videos. So that will help too.
Yes. And I can't wait to see it because I'm always looking for ways to make learning fun. So I'm excited for both your virtual session and your in-person sessions. So get registered for Elevate Virtual, $75. You get online, on-demand virtual access for 90 days, 31 professional development sessions, 4 keynotes from Gary Brooks, Katie Garner, Barry White, and myself, $500 worth of free downloads, $10,000 in giveaways, a certificate for 30 contact hours, exclusive freebies, and more. Y'all don't want to miss out on Elevate Virtual. If you've attended Elevate Virtual in the past, don't worry. Elevate Virtual is all new every year. It's all new sessions, all new content. So you're going to get 31 brand new sessions packed with new content for your classroom. And I want to mention this, Elevate Virtual and Elevate in person are separate events. So they're also unique. So if you're attending in person, you need to attend virtual. If you're attending virtual, you better come to in person because they're completely separate events with completely separate content. So don't miss out. Hilary's going to be there at all 3 in person. She's going to be part of virtual. So click the links, get registered for Elevate Virtual, $75 through March 31st, and then the price goes up. So you want to go ahead and get registered now. All right. Anything else you want to share with us, Hilary?
I just wanted to say I am so excited about this session. I feel like this just kind of embodies what I love about teaching. And I've wanted to do this session for so long, and I'm so excited. I've kind of just been thinking about this session and how important it is for us to, make learning fun, make it exciting for our kids. And, just that hashtag that people say, let them be little. You want them to be little, but also enjoy what they're learning. So I'm really excited, and I hope all of you can join us.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I love that we can let them be little while still doing what we need to do by meeting those standards in a fun, developmentally appropriate way. And that's what I love.
Yes.
All right, y'all. So we'll give you about 1 or 2 more minutes to get entered for tonight's giveaway. So if you want to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, hit the share button and drop a comment. We'll give you about another minute. And I'll remind everybody to go ahead and click the links to get registered for Elevate Virtual. And listen, y'all, look at this.
We're getting a sneak peek.
We are. So if you are attending Elevate in person, this is part of your swag. This is this year's Trapper Keeper.
Trapper Keeper,
right?
Yes.
I mean, how
so
awesome
cute.
Is that? Jose blew it out of the water with this year's design.
Right? That turned out really nice. I love
Isn't that so cute? He did such a good job with that. So if you're attending in person, you're going to get this as part of your swag. So right there is a great reason to come to in person. All right. All right, Jose, let's pick a winner for tonight's giveaway. So somebody's about to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Let's see who it's going to be. Right, Carrie? Everybody loves a Trapper Keeper, especially when they're that cute. All right, congratulations, Angela Jones.
Nice.
You've won a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Congratulations, Angela. All you need to do is send an email to Crystal at elevateyourclassroom.com, and she will hook you up with your ticket. Angela, if you've already registered, don't worry about it. Email Crystal, and she'll refund your money. Congratulations, Angela. Thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. Hilary, I know you're exhausted. You were driving today. You flew home with the kids. You've been at Disney World. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is fun to talk to an adult for a few days after I've been surrounded by kids. So,
Listen, we were snowed in, and we had the flu last week, so I get talking to adults. I get that. So thank you again, everybody. Again, register for Elevate Virtual. Click the link in the comments or the description. Get those tickets at the $75 price. Join us for Elevate Virtual. Kicks off June 1st. You have 90 days on-demand access to 31 sessions, 4 keynotes, $500 in free resources for your classroom, and so much more. So don't miss out. Click those links. Hilary's session is going to be phenomenal, as you've seen tonight. Very soon. Bye, Hilary. Bye, everybody.
bye.